Recently, I saw where Allen Iverson paid Manu Ginobili quite the compliment. Said that he thought a lot of him. He thought he's one of the best guards ever. A lot of people. Ginobili was like everybody's favorite guard. He was one of my favorites. I loved his how the way he played. I mean, he would throw his whole body into you. He was very poetic. He could score. He could shoot. I love to hear Barkley say Ginobili. I mean, he really played hard. You really had you. He put every ounce into his being. To me, he was probably the most important six man to come off the bench and be a starter and become an all star and play since Kevin McHale. That's a high compliment for me. But I thought Ginobili had a unique skill set that his unorthodox way he would shoot, the way he would drive, he just gave you so much. He was that dude. And I will still say that had the Spurs beat the Pistons in less than 6 games in the '05 finals, he would have been MVP because he stole the first 2 games. He never gets his due. He was one of my favorite players to watch. Ginobili could flat out ball. But to hear Allen Iverson give him his due verbatim, you knew he was something else. You knew that he was the truth. You knew that he was a cat that you had much reverence for. You thought he was definitely somebody that you could watch how he played, how he just took it to another level. And there were so many games that I remember watching the Spurs play. Um, he was big in that series against the Nets. He was always one of those guys that was an energy guy. You never really ran him down. Sometimes Tony Parker might end up in Popovich doghouse and doing the things. Manu did the dirty things. He did the little intricacy things that made him become. And Parker was with those teardrops was tight, but Ginobili gave you a different level of energy. I mean, he was one of those guys that you just always had to be aware of because he was so thrifty. He get up under your skin. He could get physical when he had to, but then he could be poetic. He was a good actor too. He knew definitely how to take some of those charges and flops. So he learned, but you could know he played soccer. He was very versatile, very charismatic with it on the court, and he would always make himself a focal point. The things that he would do. I remember I think that game against the Rock against James Harden. I think he hit that block or something. He did playoff game. He beat you in so many. Like you wish that guys like James Harden had taken a page out of Ginobili's book. You wish that guys like a Chris Paul had taken a page out of Ginobili's book to play with that kind of passion and drive. Because there are guys that we sit up and debate that we think are great and we think they have a skill set, but for whatever reason, they were their own worst enemy. They got in their own way. This guy might not have been as pure as some of those other cats, but he played a brand of basketball that you respect, that you admire his tenacity and he was not going to settle for just whatever he was given. He earned his keep. And that's something that is lost a lot of times when you see some cats that they don't get the most of what they're doing. So I wanted to take the time to think that was cool from Allen Iverson to say that about him. And AI is a humble dude. AI will give you your due. AI will acknowledge you and will say, hey, this cat belonged. This guy was the truth. So that's quite the compliment coming from one great to another. So that's how I feel about it. But anyway, please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, share it if you like. Hit that membership because when you do videos you request, I bring them forth to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay well, stay cool. I'm out one time. Peace.